Hi, I'm Amanda Finkenthal, and I did my presentation on the yellow wallpaper by Charlotte Perkins Gilman. So the main point that I found in the yellow wallpaper is that the lack of expressing one's emotions can cause self-destruction in one's mental health. So the first observation that I found is about listening to authority. I found that oftentimes people of high authority will tell you something, and everybody may push you to listen to that person of authority even though you may think that person is wrong, resulting in harm to yourself. The first quote that I found that explains this is, if a physician of high standing and one's own husband, relatives, friends, that there is really nothing the matter with one but temporary nervous depression, a slight hysterical tendency, what is one to do? So I take phosphates and phosphites and am absolutely forbidden to work until I'm well again. Personally, I disagree with their ideas, but what is one to do? So, since the doctor, the person of authority, her husband, her relatives, and her friends are all telling her that she shouldn't be interacting with people, she should just work, or she shouldn't work, she listens to them. The second quote that I found is that the repairs are not done at home and I cannot possibly leave just now. Of course, if you were in any danger, I could and would, but you are better, dear, whether you can see it or not. I am a doctor, dear, and I know. You are gaining flesh and color, your appetite is better, I feel really much easier about you. So her husband, John, says this. He thinks that the narrator is getting better, and since he is a doctor, he's somebody that is high in authority and should know what he's doing. She listens to him. However, she knows that he is not right, she is not getting any better, yet she continues to do what the doctor is saying. The second observation that I found is about trouble expressing one's feelings. So I found that people have trouble expressing feelings when people are against one's beliefs. And the quote that I found that supports this is, I cry at nothing and cry most of the time. Of course I don't when John is here or anybody else, but when I'm alone. So the narrator feels like she can't cry or express her feelings in front of anybody, not her friends, not her relatives, not even her husband, because she feels as if nobody will believe what she says. She will just get shut down with her beliefs. And the third observation that I have is about feminism. So I found that women can be confined or imprisoned of their rights to express themselves by the male gender. The quote that I found that supports this is that sometimes I think there are a great many women behind and sometimes only one, and she crawls around fast, and her crawling shakes it all over. And she's all the time trying to climb through, but nobody could climb through that pattern. It strangles so. I think that is why it has many heads. So I believe that the women trying to crawl through the wall symbolizes the narrator. It symbolizes her because the narrator is trying to show her beliefs in that what the doctor is saying is wrong and what everybody else is saying is wrong, and also what her husband is telling her. However, just like the woman in the wall, she has nobody that listens to her. She cannot get through what she needs to. And then I'm going to leave you off with this quote by Sigmund Freud. Unexpressed emotions will never die. They're buried alive and will come forth later in uglier ways.